Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on Liz the One TV. I'm your girl Liz the One. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you know what I'm going to say right here. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Tap the bell so that way you guys can be notified of my latest, greatest videos. So let's just get on into it. I was hoping not to talk about Basketball Wives, maybe just one more time for the reunion, and then I'm not reviewing it anymore because I was kind of hoping for this show to be canceled because I'm actually sick of it. It's disgusting. I'm just tired of it. But for some odd reason, Evelyn Lozada can't take her L like a grown woman. At this point, Evelyn is suing OG Chuchendu, according to countless media outlets and vlogs for, I'm going to say allegedly though, because I haven't seen the paperwork yet, but I'm going to get it, for defamation of character and emotional distress. Now, mind you, over the years, we have seen Evelyn Lozada hop across tables to attack people, throw a wine bottle at Kenya, throw drinks on Royce Reed, throw drinks in people's faces. We've seen her countless occasions try to fight people, you know, and now all of a sudden she's the victim here. Even on the Basketball Wives LA, even though she couldn't bully OG, she tried to. You see what I'm saying? She was petty with a lot of things. She sit up here, even so petty as to sit up here and talk about this woman's toes, like, you know, calling her toji, talking about this woman's outfit, trying to figure out if it was real or not, you know, just recruiting other members to like gang up on this chick. And now all of a sudden you're claiming somebody's defaming your character. Well, here's the thing. Nobody, you may be emotionally distressed, but nobody inflicted it but you. People have a right to defend themselves. So if you come at me sideways, I have a right to defend myself. And if your feelings get hurt, honey, that's your problem, okay? And then let's talk about the defamation of character. So you would have to write or say something that is untrue and harms someone's character or their brand, pretty much. Nobody said or did anything to defame you. You did it yourself. You sat up there and you called Cece, Lily, or Ling Ling on the show. I don't know what you thought that was, honey, but that's not okay. You sitting up here, you put up a monkey emoji of OG, basically talking crazy about this woman, and we all know the monkey emoji when you're referring to black women. We know what it is, okay? You called Jackie a cockroach. You have done countless things and then on top of that, you're not black, but you use the N-word left and right, you know, back and forth like it's nothing. Now, Evelyn claims that this has affected her brand, being labeled a racist, being labeled a colorist. She claims that she can't get a lot of deals, but honey, OG didn't do that. This show, you came on this show and you showed who you are. You know how like you like certain people's character, like, you know, when they sing songs and you see them acting, and then when they go on a reality TV show, you be like, you know what, I see why people don't want to deal with them, because their character and who they are is just disgusting. And Evelyn is just one of those people. You have absolutely no right to sit up here and try to sue this woman, and I hope that the judge throws it out and laughs in your face, because we've seen what you've done. And we've seen a pattern. People that you perceive to be weaker than you, you attack them. And for the black women on the show that sit up there and try to stand up for themselves, who happen to be darker skinned, you all just, you know, try to label them aggressive. And Shawnee O'Neal in her confessionals, Nostril O'Neal, our buddy, in her confessional, sitting up here trying to paint this aggressive thing, it's just flat out BS. It's bullshit. And then and I was trying not to cuss, but you know, I get so irritated by this. You lost. Take your L like a woman. And people, this is what happens when you are so entitled and you have so many yes men around you, to where you think that nothing that you do can be wrong. It's really narcissistic. You see what I'm saying? It's just really narcissistic. And I just think that it's disgusting. And for Shawnee O'Neal to, like, you know, and Evelyn alike to be sitting there, and we see you on TV. Nobody's defaming you. So what this tells me, with Shawnee being the executive producer and you being one of her BFFs, for her to have edited like this, that means that it had to be worse because it was edited. Now, they're basically going on tours at this point, or at least Shawnee O'Neal is trying to fix it, but you're not going to fix it. We know what we saw. She got on live with Shaq, talking about how, she likes Shaq and he's dark skinned. Honey, that doesn't mean anything. Shaq has money. You can overlook that. And I'm not taking a moral advice from Shaq anyway. Isn't he sleeping with all your friends? You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand why you can't take your L like a woman. I could see, if you were trying to be a better person. That's why I'm happy Tammy got off the show. Tammy fell into that bullying group too, but it just became really disgusting after a while. And then she went off and she went on her personal journey and she grew, and I'm very proud of her. She left the show. Yeah, she was one of those girls that sat up there and bullied people. Remember that girl, Keisha? How they did Keisha was wrong. But I'm happy that, Tammy grew, and she just went off to pretty much establish other things and worked on herself and got herself together. Evelyn Lozada has attempted to try to rebrand herself over the years too, but it hasn't worked. At first it was working. She went on to Iyanla's Fix My Life. And, Iyanla would have been better off fixing a broken window, some pipes or something, because trying to fix this woman's life, Iyanla, is not going to work. You see what I'm saying? What she wanted was to rebrand herself and to appear to be the victim after the whole Ocho Cinco fiasco. You see what I'm saying? Well, hell, but this is while they were married. She was trying to rebrand herself and claim that she moved on from the viciousness of Basketball Wives before. And it's disgusting. You don't get to be the victim when you want to. It doesn't work like that, honey. You are either the perpetrator of what's going on, or you're the victim, and you're not the victim. OG is technically the victim, but she's not going to sit down and allow you to bully her and victimize her, okay? And she has every right to. You have a right to defend yourself. And just because you get on here crying does not mean that you're right. And here's another thing that I want you to say. Here is another downside of having nothing but yes men around you that only tell you what you want to hear. Those lawyers, honey, they are about to eat your money up. They don't care if you're right or wrong, okay? They just want the money. Somebody should have told you you look horrible, okay? OG can't edit that show. She can't edit the show. Your buddy Shawnee does. And she came off looking worse than you, really, because she's the executive producer. So if you had to edit it out, just on the parts that made you look good, but they actually made you look bad, that means that what was going on was a whole hell of a lot worse than what we've seen. And Shawnee O'Neal, claiming that OG was horrible behind the scenes. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for one bit. And I'm going to review this reunion, and then after that, I am completely done with Basketball Wives. It is disgusting, okay? And then they have people coming out of the work like Jason Lee. Jason Lee is an old-ass man, and he needs to go somewhere and take a nap, okay? You got Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes don't know if she want to be pink, green, blue, or whatever the next day. I think she wants to be Kim Zolciak, okay? Because every time you see her, her skin is lighter, her nose is different, her wigs are different. You having all of this surgery, at some point, you just have to learn how to love yourself. And they sitting up here trying to vouch for Evelyn Lozada, claiming that, they saw her as a black girl. Evelyn has never been black. There are tweets around proving that she's not black. Okay? She's not a black woman. She's a Hispanic woman. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But, what's going on? Now she's claiming to be Afro-Latina to try to get in front of it, but people called it and saw it. And she can't repair her brand. You did this to yourself. OG didn't defame your character. So what's going to happen when you go into court, right? When you go into court, the judge is going to see this, right? He's going to see you calling this Asian woman Lily, okay? Perpetuating some kind of stereotype. With Malaysia saying this to Evelyn, to Cece's face, saying it's the nail girl. They're going to see what you put online, tweeting, or putting on social media, you having like a monkey emoji, basically calling this black woman a monkey. They're going to see that you sit up here and you call Jackie a cockroach. Like, they're going to see this. Nobody defamed your character but you. What you should have done was took a little hiatus, kept, don't be Twitter fingers, get out of your emotions. You are not right, you're wrong. and nothing's gonna make you look right in this situation. And I really don't even I don't fucking feel like talking about this, because I'm really done with this show. But I just don't understand why women over 40, well, I can't even say all women, while this woman over 40 can't sit down and take her L because she was wrong. And somebody called her on her BS finally. And, you know, they're just going heads up with her. Ocho Cinco don't like you. So on the show, you went and you pulled receipts from Ocho Cinco, you know, or claiming that they were receipts. I think Ocho Cinco set you up for failure. You have to understand what you've done. And I can't say that it's completely your fault, but I do think that y'all were in that car fighting. It's not, what he did was wrong. That headbutt was wrong. No, a man shouldn't put his hands on a woman ever. However, I don't think that you're innocent in this. And so what you have to understand is he's either going to be your abuser, or you're going to, you see what I'm saying? Or you're your best friends. There's like no in between. This man is supposed to be your abuser, but you're hitting him up for these receipts. And I think that he don't like you so much to where he deleted some of, you know, because he knew that OG was going to get in there behind. I think that once you saw that you couldn't bully this dark-skinned woman, then all of a sudden, you know, you became the victim. When you saw that your ex-husband hit her up, and he was your ex-husband for about a month and a half, then all of a sudden you didn't understand. You thought that she was ugly. You felt that you were better than her. There are a lot of things, and people are just like, you know what? Evelyn has an ugly personality. You know how like somebody's pretty, but when they open their mouth, they just like get so ugly. This is her personality. And people are seeing Shaunie O'Neal and Evelyn for who they are. And they're seeing Malaysia too. Malaysia was on the show throwing tables and things like that. But I'll give her credit. She's not out here trying to sue somebody for defamation of character. This is such a disgusting show. And these women are too old to be acting like this. And I think that for so long, you know, they thought that they were the it girls and could get away with whatever they wanted. But now with the rise of social media and just media period, it's just not looking the way that they wanted it to look. And also, like I said before, and I just want to press this point home, Shaunie is the executive producer. If they edited it in their favor, because Shaunie's going to edit everything in her favor. If they edited this season in their favor, imagine what it looked like just unedited. It was probably horrible. People have a right to defend themselves, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm like so disgusted by this. Jason Lee needs to go sit down and go somewhere else. Have you ever noticed like celebrities, like quality celebrities, like they don't really deal with Jason Lee? And yes, there is a huge difference. I don't see Beyonce out there with your ass. Go sit down somewhere. Like just go sit down. And this is what Shaunie O'Neal gets. Like I said before, you don't see Andy Cohen on every episode of The Real Housewives of a damn thing. You don't see Mona Scott Young on Love and Hip Hop a damn thing. Because they the boss. They go sit in the back. And when something gets out of hand, they need to be able to call it unbiasedly. And because they can't do that, because she can't do that, because she wants to be in the mix, I mean, it's going to affect your brand. It's affecting you now. Go sit down somewhere. That's really what you need to do. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just disgusted. I'm going to review, like I said, the reunion. It's a one-part reunion from what I hear because it sucks so bad. I'm going to do the one-part reunion, and then I am not touching this show with a 2,000-foot pole next season. Period. Okay? So thanks for clicking on Liz the One TV. I'm your girl, Liz the One. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. All that good stuff on the way in. Peace out.